Many questions were looming in the grappling community going into the main event of the recent Who's Number One. Could Rodolfo Vieira avenge his loss to Kaynan Duarte? How would the match play out? How different would it be now without the gi? And would there be a submission, and where would it be from? But I truly think that nobody expected to see, other than Team Atos of course, Kaynan get this match where he needed it to be in the opening minutes with a very common wrestling technique setup. In this week's Baleia's Breakdown, I want to take a look at the slide-by technique that Kaynan Duarte used to take Rodolfo Vieira down at Who's Number One. Technically and tactically, Kaynan executed perfectly in this match. From the beginning of the match, Kaynan immediately came forward and was first, not giving time for Rodolfo to be proactive and initiate. He utilized the now famous Atos-style head grip and constantly pulled Rodolfo's head down to break his posture, frustrate him, or bait him into taking a bad shot, even shucking Rodolfo to the side, where he grew even more in confidence and was able to evaluate what sort of defenses Rodolfo had for this. However, Rodolfo did not have any. Re-establishing the Atos head grip once again, Kaynan felt the time was right to attack. He was able to hit a very common wrestling technique known as the slide-by. This gave him easy access to Rodolfo's back, where he was eventually able to get his hooks, a body triangle, and the submission. The slide-by is not a mind-blowing new technique in wrestling. In fact, even in submission grappling, if you watch Enrico Coco's matches, he hits this time and time again. But this was definitely an effective technique for Kaynan. Let's take a closer look at how he did it. So as Rodolfo has a contemporary collar tie grip, Kaynan uses a 2-on-1 head grip. Kaynan sets the slide-by up with some lateral movement as he takes a few side steps out to the side so as to confuse Rodolfo with his entry and use the timing of it to help break his posture. Now watch as Kaynan removes the right hand grip off Rodolfo's head, and with his elbow up, he bumps Rodolfo's arm and strips Rodolfo's grip off his head. By doing so, he frees his right arm and with his left hand anchors Rodolfo's head forward and immediately grabs Rodolfo's hip with his free hand. Even though Rodolfo spins to try to escape, the anchors and grips that Kaynan made with both hands on the head and hip allow him to move around Rodolfo before Rodolfo can spin back around to counter. Then Kaynan slips one hook in, hops to Rodolfo's back, which brings Rodolfo down where he establishes control and eventually gets the sub. Check it out one more time. Collar tie, side steps, bumps the arm, peels the grip off his head, anchors the hip, and eventually gets to the back where he goes for the kill and gets the submission. Kaynan finishes 2020 with an impressive 8-1 record with 5 wins by submission and showcases something new each and every time. As tournaments and pro grappling events seem to have returned to our sport, hopefully we get to see more Kaynan in action in 2021 and potentially repeat his 2019 season where he won 6 major tournaments in one of his first years at black belt.